So another thing we had in thermodynamics was the ideal gas law, which we expressed usually as PV is equal to nRT. There's different forms of the ideal gas law, but this is sort of the form that I like to use. And just sort of for the sake of reminding ourselves, N is equal to the total mass of our gas. The total mass of our gas is equal to N times M, where N is the number of moles, and big M is the molar mass. So in other words, how much mass there is in a number of particles that is in 1 mole, in other words, Avogadro's number times that number of particles. That gives us the molar mass. And then I multiply that by the number of moles, that gives me the total mass of my gas, right? So here we're talking about the number of moles, N, in the ideal gas law. And the thing to remember about the ideal gas law when you're applying it, right? You've got pressure times volume is equal to number of moles times R. R is the gas constant. And T is the temperature. And the thing to remember about this is that P and T are absolute. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that the temperature is in the absolute temperature scale. I cannot use Celsius for the ideal gas law. I have to use Kelvin. Okay? So I cannot use Celsius, I cannot use Fahrenheit for the ideal gas law, I have to use Kelvin. And I cannot use just regular old gauge pressure for the absolute pressure, because that's just measuring pressure above atmospheric pressure, right? If I have a gauge, right, I'm trying to measure the pressure of something, right? I have it says, I'm holding it in my hand, I'm not measuring the pressure of anything, it says 0, right? Is the pressure actually 0 in this gauge? No. No, there's actually pressure due to the atmosphere, right? There's the ambient pressure due to the atmosphere. It's calibrated to that pressure, so that when I measure pressure, I'm measuring some pressure above that pressure, right? So absolute pressure, you have to take whatever you measure off of your gauge, and then add the atmospheric pressure to get the total absolute pressure, right? So absolute pressure is atmospheric plus gauge pressure, where 1 atmosphere is equal to about 1 times 10 to the 5th pascals, right? Where a pascal is equal to a Newton per meter squared. All right, so those are our units of pressure, right? Now you don't have to remember this, by the way. You don't have to memorize that pressure of the atmosphere, but just remember that that's there, right? Anytime, if I just say, somebody measures a pressure with a gauge, gauge or something like that, then that's gauge pressure, right? That's not absolute pressure. You have to add in atmospheric pressure.